Well, it's finally a nice day, and it is time to mulch the garden. Now, I haven't done it yet because I was on the search for what's in this bag. I finally found it, and I'm going to share all the details with you right now. Hey everybody, welcome to my 2 best beds so far because they actually have growth from seed and also from transplant. These are my Vajayga beds. Both of these are 6 foot long by 2 foot and 17 inches tall, and I do have the arch trellis on there. So what we're going to do today is show you exactly what we're going to be mulching with, and we're going to tell you why. So as you see, most all my plants and seedlings are above 2 inches. They're above 2 inches. Look at these over here. But you can also see that I didn't mulch. And when you don't mulch and the wind blows, this is what you get. See all these weed seeds? That's a zinnia seed, but this is weed seeds. And they are insane in my beds. Insane! Because when that wind blows from the canyon over, everything deposits, as you see, in my bed. So today, we are going to talk about the best mulch option. So as you can see, they need mulched heavily, and that's exactly what we're going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is try to pick out most of these weeds. I'm not that worried about them because once we cover them and mulch them, they will not continue to grow as they won't have any sunlight. So I'm just going to go through here, just kind of pick out the large clumps. You can see they're huge colonies of them. See here? Just ridiculous. Gotta love living in windy Oklahoma on top of a mountain. We get everything, but we could barely grow grass in our front yard, you know? Man, that kale is poking me. It actually has little spikes on it. Do you guys see that? That's weird. I'm gonna have to look into that. This is Siberian kale. They all have spikes on it. Look at that. I've never been spiked by a kale before. How are we supposed to eat that if it's all spiky? Whew. Well, we'll find out soon enough. So let me talk about mulch. Mulching helps reduce any seeds from growing in your beds. You're gonna spend less time weeding. Plus, the vegetables you're trying to grow for your family don't have to compete with weeds for all the nutrients in the soil. This year, we are gonna use cottonseed hull. Now, I've used this at all my houses for my flower beds, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. And I was thinking it would be the best for the vegetable garden. Why? Why do you think it would be the best? Well, cottonseed hull is a 622, so it brings lots of nitrogen. While these plants are growing and they're getting their greenery, they need a little bit of nitrogen. Also, the cottonseed, once you put it down and it rains or you water, it sits nice and flat, and it helps retain the moisture, and it also fertilizes the soil. As it breaks down, it actually releases nitrogen into the soil. It also lowers the pH level. Now that my plants are above 2 inches tall, I'm gonna go ahead and mulch because I shouldn't have any more seedlings coming up in these beds. Now, we are going to completely cover the weeds that I did not pick, and without sun, they should die off. Another reason why the plants have grown a little bit more than 1 to 2 inches is because I couldn't find this. Apparently, there's been a shortage for a few years, and it's probably been 8 years since I've actually looked for it. So, lo and behold, I found it, and we bought 4 bags. This stuff goes really, really far. You would think 4 bags will not cover all of our garden beds, but you will be surprised the way that this spreads out. Put a 1 to 2 inch layer, use it as your mulch. Let's open it up and take a look. This is cottonseed hull, you guys. See how it's soft? It's grinded up hulls of the cotton plant. So it's all natural, and as you can see, it's very soft. So whenever it goes in your bed and you water, it pats itself down and it lays nice and flat on top of your soil. Let's get some of this in the bed so I can show you exactly how it's gonna look. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lay some down in between my rows of brassicas. Just like so. I'm gonna lift up the plants a little bit, kind of get it between the plant. And I'm aiming for a 1 to 2 inch layer of this cottonseed hull. And it's so easy to smooth out and to level it. See how nice that looks? put it up here between my sunflowers that I've got growing. Put it right here next to my zinnias. Kind of weed it through all the little bitty seedlings. We'll just continue down our diagonal lines. You can see that bear's working really hard over there protecting me. Taking a little snoozy snooze. Bearsy. Bearsy's too tired. Bearsy's tired. Yeah, he's not much for gardening, you guys. But he'll watch me and protect me while I do it. Already looking great, isn't it? What do you think so far? Doesn't that look so much better? And the actual purpose of it is amazing. Putting nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium into the soil every day while it decomposes and not having to do a thing, this is like the best natural fertilizer. Look at that. Does it look nice? So we're just gonna continue on for the whole rest of the bed. Go through all my patty pans and my little Chinese noodle beans. Make sure that we get between all the Siberian kale. Right here is my Bloomsdale spinach. So make sure that we get a nice layer over by it. Don't want to cover up that sweet potato. I'm working on a special little project with the sweet potato, so we're looking to make sure that that stays exposed. So like I said, this cottonseed hole, whenever we water, is going to help all the moisture retention in this whole bed as it breaks down and adds nitrogen and balances out the pH of this bed. See it so far? Doesn't it look great? Get those little sweet peas. The tendrils are actually attaching to my sunflowers when they should be up here on this trellis. Allergies been kicking my butt lately, you guys. All this wind. There's a whole bunch of weeds right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab some of those out. Got some nasturtium coming up back here. We'll get that all mulched in. And then some of our fancy sunflowers that we've got growing from Baker's Creek. Go back here and mulch behind some of our vining plants here. Make sure that they have enough mulch. That's it. We've got one bed done and it took no time. And this stuff is not powdery. It looks light and fluffy as it is part cotton and the cottonseed hull, of course, but it won't fly away. It's so light and fluffy, but it won't fly away. It just compacts down and lays a nice layer of mulch all in my beds. And see how I've got it on some of the plant leaves? Just shake it off so you don't have to worry about it affecting the photosynthesis. Just shake it off. Like that. Cool, huh? Now last year I used alfalfa hay, so I put that in all my tomato beds and it really worked great. Same concept. As it degrades and disintegrates, it adds nitrogen to the soil. It did a great job at keeping the weeds away, but bugs absolutely love alfalfa, so it didn't work as great as I wanted it to. So now we're gonna start on bed number 2. And this is gonna help all our plants, gonna help all of our vining plants that will go up and over this beautiful trellis and give us a summer and fall long vegetables. It's just gonna be amazing, you guys. I'm so excited. So let's get into this and get it over here. I'm gonna start getting a little bit of these weeds out of this bed. Not all of them, but see how they just group together. So our ducks are coming over to visit you guys. Here's the duckies. The chickens are loving the compost pile over there. We have so much left over. We didn't know we would have that much. Scratch away, my hens. Scratch away, my wee hens. Let's get this started. The same thing that we did over there, we're just gonna start bringing in handfuls. I'm gonna go up and down the rows. Now on this one, I did horizontal rows. As the other one, I did diagonal rows. So it's easy to mulch in here because I know exactly where my seedlings are coming up. Looking good. Just like on the other side, I'm gonna get back behind all these vining plants and sunflowers. My pak choi is right here. Pak choi, looking good. Looking really good. Just a little bit more to go. This bed. This bed's looking great. All right, the second bed is done. Look how nice that looks, you guys. Just a little bit of cottonseed hull goes a long way, like I said. Look at this side. Look how nice that looks. Now no more need of weeding and then water retention on this windy, like I said, right down here is the canyon. So there's a mountain, a canyon, and then we're on top of this mountain, as you can see. I call it a mountain, but see, we're up above. We're at a higher elevation than everybody else. So this is gonna be so helpful to us here. Now I've got a whole bunch more beds to do, and I've got some other things to do with our zucchinis, but these beds are done. That brings us over here to our other identical twinsies, vajayga beds with a matching trellis on this side of the garden. Over here I started with seeds as well, and I did a diagonal design, just like over here, just like this one. I have not planted yet in that bed, but let's get some cottonseed over here and help fertilize these little baby brassicas, and I've got peas, Chinese noodle beans, and patty pans growing up here. Butter crunch lettuce. Take a second to show you some of my very favorites. These are my favorite Japanese noodle bean, or you can call them yard-long beans or purple yard-long beans. Plant the little seed and they're coming on up. These are so prolific, you guys. I succession plant these about every 2 weeks. You can see there's another one starting to cup there. One more bed done. Doesn't that look nice? Who knew that you were going to learn about cottonseed hull today? I mean, whew, it's blowing. Stuff is amazing. Let's go ahead and head over there. We've got some golden zucchini, some black beauty zucchini, and I think there might be just a couple straight necks over there. We already have a zucchini right here. I haven't seen this yet. Look, we've got a female zucchini flower. Look at that. You guys, it's May 1st. Isn't that awesome? So beautiful. Look at these little straight necks. Aren't they cute? Got 2 of them coming in. Adorable. One more bed, and you guys should be familiar with this bed. This is our salsa bed. So one more bed, let's get it mulched. That's it. Like, it's that easy. I just mulched that in probably less than 45 seconds. So you can sit here and you can move it and you can do all kinds of stuff with it, but it evens out itself when you water it. But look how nice this looks. To get a really close-up look at this cottonseed hull. It's so soft, you guys. It's not itchy in any way. It's all soft and natural. Thank you so much for joining me today and doing the garden stuff with me. I love that you guys are loving it. I love it. You love it. We all love it. So thank you again so much for watching and joining our journey, especially with this garden. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and hit the like button. Leaving comments is so helpful, you guys. Keep it up. We just hit 30,000. Thank you so much. 30,000 subscribers. All because of you guys. So leaving comments really helps the algorithm pick up our videos, spread it out there for other people to enjoy. And we appreciate you guys so much. We hope that you have a great night. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.